The first round of the 2025 NFL Draft is officially complete, and the Philadelphia Eagles did end up making a pick in the first round, and of course, Howie Roseman moved up to get his guy. The Eagles are taking linebacker out of Alabama, Jihaad Campbell, with the 31st overall pick. And Howie Roseman has a long track record over the last several years of moving up to get a player who he covets. And there was a lot of chatter about the Eagles trying to trade up earlier in the 20s with the Green Bay Packers to take Jihaad Campbell. Well, this is very reminiscent of last year. The Eagles were thinking about maybe trading up for cornerback Quinyon Mitchell out of Toledo. They didn't need to. He fell into their laps with the 22nd overall pick in 2024. And now this year, the Eagles are looking to maneuver up the draft board. It felt as though a lot of teams were boxing Howie Roseman out because he's fleeced so many teams, and the Eagles won the Super Bowl this year, 2 rings since 2017. Teams are jealous of their success, but Howie Roseman doesn't need to matriculate up the draft board. Instead, he only moves up 1 pick. So he moves up technically, but not in a drastic manner. And I know a lot of people might be confused by this pick. This is a city that loves great linebacker play. You are going to fall in love with Jihaad Campbell. Linebacker was a position of need. The Eagles go, best player available here. I thought that Campbell was a top 15 player in this class. Campbell is a player who I can't wait to see play alongside Zach Bond. He can fly from sideline to sideline. He is an excellent athlete. In the pre-draft process at 6'2", 235, he ran a 4.52 40-yard dash. He has a wingspan of nearly 80 inches. He is a sure-handed tackler. He can blitz the quarterback as well. And given his ability to play off-ball linebacker, his ability to run, and the talent to sack the quarterback and be a blitzer, this also screams of a Vic Fangio selection. Campbell is coming off a breakout year. He emerged as Alabama's best defensive player in 2024. Good size and athleticism with proven ability in run support, blitzing, and pass coverage. He does have some instincts as a linebacker. He can definitely still improve there. But here's the thing. Vic Fangio has a long history of developing linebackers, going back to his days decades ago as a linebackers coach, to developing Patrick Willis into one of the best linebackers of all time and a future Hall of Famer, to what he did with Zach Bond. And so I think Howie really liked Jihaad Campbell. But then Vic Fangio was like, oh, if Jihaad Campbell is still on the board, yeah, if we have to move up 1 pick, let's definitely do that because he has traits and a foundation that we can certainly work with. A lot more to get to in talking about this selection for Philadelphia because it's interesting for so many reasons. But let's go to our sponsor, and that's our friends at Mando, the best whole body deodorant on the market. And we have a great deal for the Bird Gang. $5 off the Mando starter pack by using the code chat at shopmando.com. Look, the draft is here. It's underway. Round 1 is over. You know what the end of April means? Spring is in the air. The weather is warming up. I can't wait to get in some runs outside, go on some hikes, hang out by the pool, go golfing, have some summer beers outside, and just enjoy the beautiful outdoors. Well, I'm a busy guy too, and I'm looking forward to all of that even more because I've started using Mando whole body deodorant. Unlike some other deodorants I've tried, it can actually handle anything. Safe to use anywhere on your body, pits, balls, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, and feet. It was created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. Clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. It's incredible. And you can get a solid deodorant stick formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it starts. There's spray deodorant, which is aluminum free. And you can find Mando, the #1 whole body deodorant in America, at places like Walmart, Target, and other retailers across the country. So here's the deal. As a special offer for our listeners and our viewers, new customers get $5 off the starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack by using the code CHAT at shopmando.com. That's SHOPMANDO.com. Please support our show. Tell them that Chase Sr., Eagles Now, and Chat Sports sent you. Smell fresher. Stay drier. Boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando here today. More on Jihaad Campbell here. One of the concerns I do have coming off a shoulder injury and with a linebacker who plays physical, you do worry about that. Another reason why I think this is a good pick for Philadelphia, Nakobe Dean's going into the final year of his deal, and while he played very well last year, you just don't know how he's going to come off a very severe injury. Patellar tendon is nothing to play around with. It's nothing to joke about, and sometimes the rate of people being able to come off that injury is concerning. Campbell does have one really good year of production, but within that year, Campbell became Alabama's best defender. The other thing at that linebacker position for Philadelphia, you needed some depth here. The Eagles said they're going to use Ben Van Sumeren in the running back room to be a fullback and a special teamer. You have Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Outside of that, you have Dallas Gant, and that's it. And again, you're not sure when Nakobe Dean is going to be able to come back. So we could see Jihaad Campbell play alongside Zach Bond week 1 as a rookie right from the jump. And of course, Howie Roseman is tapping in to the big school pedigree here with another player from the SEC and another player from Alabama. And so to round this out, I know some people don't like this pick. I don't see why. Campbell is a player who fits the mold of what Philadelphians love in their football players. Big athlete who can run and cover ground. He led all linebackers at the combine in shuffle sprint at 19.45 miles per hour and wave drills at 11 miles per hour. Works well laterally as a run defender. He can redirect and drive. He's an excellent tackler in the open field. He's physical in the hole with the ability to stop ball carriers in their tracks. He's a dynamic run and pass blitzer inside and outside. How many times did you see Vic Fangio use Nakobe Dean and Zach Bond as a blitzer in between the tackles, outside of the tackles? So Campbell is a good scheme fit as well for what the Eagles do on defense. He had at least 8 tackles in 10 of 13 games this year. The Athletic's Dane Brugler had him as the #1 off-ball linebacker in this class. Here's what he said about him. Explosive, physical athlete with developing instincts to impact the game as a run defender, cover man, and blitzer from various angles and depths. Some teams like him best as a full-time edge rusher. He is a first-round talent, although the medical feedback will be crucial in that final grade because it was a labrum injury in that shoulder. Think about how often you have to use that shoulder as a linebacker. Think about how freakishly sometimes you can fall on that shoulder and potentially injure that. So he had that repair to the slight tear in his labrum. He missed the 2023 season opener after acquiring a knee scope during fall practices. I'm not too worried about that. At times he can get grabby in man coverage when he doesn't trust his leverage. And he needs to work on some of the diagnosing skills, sometimes the instincts. But again, you do see glimpses of that, and I think that Vic Fangio can really work with that foundation. And all you had to do was trade up one spot. You had 4 fourth-rounders. You traded away one of those. And so you're still in a good spot with those picks as well. So grade this pick for the Eagles. I think it's a B+ or an A-. I really do. Because I think that Jihaad Campbell can be an excellent player for this Eagles team right from the get-go. And you know, if that pans out, we'll say Howie Roseman did it again. So join the conversation down in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back on Friday night for rounds 2 and 3.